Hello everybody. We all wish we could record sound when we fly our drone. Unfortunately, no drone except for the GoPro type. Most of the drones don't have any microphone, so you cannot pick up sound. For obvious reasons, if you pick up sound from a drone, you will be hearing the propeller sounds a lot more louder than any other sound of the surroundings or nature, wildlife, you name it. And I was thinking of how could you pick up sound with as little as possible, eliminating the sound of the actual propeller. And I came with this idea. I came across this. It's called a digital voice recorder. It's a keychain recorder, keychain voice recorder, which is very lightweight, very small, and you can attach it with a string on your drone and let the string be long enough to basically clear the immediate sound from the drone and just get some kind of a background sound of the drone. Let's say like 100-meter string hanging down. So you don't actually get any sound. I mean, 100 meters is too long. Let's say, 40 meters or 50 feet, something like that. Far, far, far away from the drone, a microphone hanging in a string. How does that sound? Sounds good? Well, today I'm going to introduce you that microphone, which actually is a keychain microphone. It's not intended for drones. It's intended to record speeches and record lectures of your instructor, and it goes in your keychain. So I'm using this keychain recorder for a different purpose. Now there's one thing you need to know. When you have a recorder hanging in high wind situation, you have to have a lot of sponge and wind blocking mechanism around it, which I'm also thinking how to do. So let me show you what this is, and I will show you practical tests on the drone to see how it performed. Okay, so this unit comes like this. It's like, I believe, $40 or $50. I got this from eBay or Amazon. I'm not sure. I believe it was eBay, but I'll find out and see. Okay, so now the box and all the other things are very heavy, but the actual recorder itself is not that heavy. This is the actual recorder. Now, even the actual recorder is too heavy for a recorder. This is like rewind, play, volume up, volume down. This is for you to listen to it. So basically this goes here. Let's see, like that, and then you hook up your headphones here, or earphone or whatever, and you have your rewind, fast forward, reverse, pause, play, volume up and down, the whole 9 yard. And this is the keychain part, which I don't need. This is the USB-C adapter, and if you want to plug it into your computer to transfer your recordings, you simply use this. You use this to plug it into your computer to transfer your recordings. So that's how this unit works. Now, $1,000,000 question is, how much does this weigh? How much stress is it going to bring on your drone? Now this is a 32 gigabyte recorder, so that's a lot of space, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. It's a 32 gigabit. No, maybe not. There you go, 32 gigabit. And now I'm gonna see how much does it weigh. Because if it weighs too much, then it defeats the purpose, right? Let's see. Okay, moment of truth. So it's 1.1 ounces. 1.1 ounces there. Let me show you this. Oops. Oh my god, this thing. Hold on. 1 second. I'll put it again. 1.2 ounces. It's 1.19, which is roughly 1.2 ounces. That's how much this weighs. Now, this shouldn't be a problem for the drone to carry. And also, you don't want this to be very light, like, 5.5 ounce or anything, because then it will swing in the wind. It will swing right and left, and you will not get a good pickup. Now, let me see where the actual mic is. This is where the actual mic is. So this is where we were going to have to put a sponge. That's what we need to put. Now, I don't see, let me remove this thing, plastic cover. That's the screw right there. I thought that was a button. So when you turn it on, basically as soon as you turn it on, it's recording. And you turn it off like that. And that's basically stop recording. So as soon as you turn it on, the puppy is gonna start recording. Simple as that. No switches, nothing. And that's exactly how you want it. You don't want complication. You want it to be simple. So as you can see right now, the red light is blinking, which means it's recording. Let's see. I believe the battery is weak. I'm gonna charge it and then find out. Anyways, so now a lot of people might think that the propeller sound is gonna be too loud, this and that. Well, this is something that I'm gonna experiment and bring you the experiment results. Now, there's one more thing you need to keep in consideration, that sometimes the ambient noise will be way more louder than the propeller noise. For example, the other day I was flying over a dynamite construction site where they were exploding the side of the hill with dynamite, and that explosion was way too loud compared to the propeller. So it would have overridden I forgot the word, override. It would have override the propeller sound, and it would have recorded the dynamite explosion if I had a microphone on the drone. But there was no microphone, so you see the explosion without sound. Same thing with wildlife. Like if you are going to the ocean and you have all these seagulls, if you are high enough and your microphone is hanging on a string down enough, you will have a great pickup from the seagulls and other birds or seals or wildlife, you name it, ducks, you name it, whatever it is, or even ocean waves. You will have, there will be so much noise, so much sound that it will completely wash away the propeller noise, especially if it's hanging, 10-20 meters below the drone, and you're using your Mavic. There are different kinds of propellers. One is a quiet propeller for Mavic Pro 2, which is actually quiet. It's pretty decent. Anyway, so this was just the introduction of this mic, and now I'm gonna go and do practical test, and let's see what happens. So here's the idea. We are going to fly the drone with a microphone hanging down and a wind blocker or wind screen on top of the microphone, so we could record the sound far away on a string. As you can see, the strings right here, we're gonna be far away from the drone, so the microphone will be hanging so low down the ground that it will not catch too much of the propeller sound. This is an experiment. Let's see what happens. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn on the drone, raise it, and once I feel comfortable with the noise level to where I'm at, that's where I'm gonna cut the string and attach the mic. So I'm gonna go as high as I can where the noise muffles, gets lower. Let's start. you want to record me. This should be good enough. We are attaching this. And now we are turning this on. That's how your recording has started. We are attaching this guy. And we have to put something over here so the sponge doesn't come off mid-flight. Okay, so get the whole thing. So here is our sponge, way down. Let's see how it's gonna perform. Okay, so my elevation is basically 57 feet. So my string on which I attached the microphone is about 35-40 feet. As you can see at the bottom right corner, you see the black microphone is hanging down from the string. The string is about 35 feet long. The string is normal string, not a fishing string. That's why it's has low wind resistance and it's curving to the right. Now, I could have used fishing string. The reason I didn't is because fishing string doesn't have actual flexibility, and what happens is that the vibration from the drone body gets transferred to the microphone. So when you're using a regular cotton string, the vibration does not transfer down to the microphone. The microphone will be simply standing like as if the microphone is in the air. So let's get close to the construction site and see what kind of sound we are picking up. Now I'm going to be quiet so you can hear how much of the propeller sound is coming to the microphone. Okay, get the whole thing. Okay. Now. Oh, the mic doesn't want to come to me. Now this is the critical part, because if your string is too loose without weight, it's gonna go and hit the propeller, and then you have a bigger problem than you anticipated. So you have to, as the drone is coming down, you have to collect your string. It was impressive, wasn't it? It was very impressive. I mean, we barely had wind noise because of the sponge that I used, and barely had propeller noise because the string was long enough. So this is an idea for you guys to pick up sound with your drone. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and subscribe.